Today I will show you how to make beautiful motif with flower made in freeform technique. In this case I used 3 colors of yarn. For work you need 3 balls of yarn and a crochet hook. Let's begin the work. I have done the foundation chain made of 30 chains. Work with the second chain stitch away from the hook. 1, 2. Make single crochet. 1 and 2 more into the same chain stitch. Then 3 single crochet into the next chain stitch. Three single crochet into the next chain stitch. Make 3 single crochet into the next chain stitch. One, 2, 3. Make half double crochet 3 times into the next chain stitch. One, 2, 3. Make double crochet 3 times into the next chain stitch. 1, 2, 3. Make 3 double crochet into the next chain stitch. 2, 3. Let's stop. As you can see, we have got spiral. Let's secure the spiral. For this I make double crochet into the next stitch. I insert the hook into this stitch. I insert the hook from the back to the front. Then insert the hook into the chain stitch. Make double crochet. You can sew these 2 pieces together or join 2 pieces in this way that I showed you before. Make the third into the same chain stitch. Make 3 double crochet into the next chain stitch. Insert the hook into the next chain stitch. Make double crochet. Let's make 1 more joining point. Insert the hook into the stitch of the spiral like this, and insert the hook into the same chain stitch. Make double crochet. And double crochet into the same stitch. Make 3 double crochet into the next chain stitch. Two, 3. Here how the middle part looks like. Then I'm making just double crochet into the each chain stitch of the foundation chain. So continue working in this way till the end of the foundation chain. I have done double crochet stitches till the end of the foundation chain. I remind you, at the beginning we made the spiral. Now we continue the work. Chain to bring up the yarn, then chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, turn the work. I skip 2 stitches and single crochet into the 3rd stitch. 3 chains for the chain space. We skip 2 stitches and single crochet into the 3rd stitch. Chain of 3 for the chain space. We skip 2 stitches and single crochet into the 3rd stitch. Chain of 3 and single crochet into the 3rd stitch. Then you should continue working till the end of this row. As you can see, I continue working on 3 chain space. I remind you, I skipped 2 stitches and made single crochet into the 3rd stitch, but if you have trouble in the spiral, you can skip 3 stitches or 1 stitch. Here how the spiral looks like at the front. Now I am going to join. Insert the hook into the stitch. Make a slip stitch. Pull up the working loop. I leave this color of yarn. Take other kind of yarn. Insert the hook into the chain space. Take the working yarn, pull it through. Make a chain. Make half double crochet into the same chain space. 4 double crochet into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain of 2 and single crochet into the same chain space. The petal is ready. Work into the next chain space. Make single crochet, chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over the hook twice. Make boolean block stitch made of 7 strings. Yarn over, pull up a loop 7 times. Now make treble crochet into the chain space. Yarn over the hook. Insert the hook around the stitch. Pull up a loop. 1. Yarn over the hook, insert the hook around the treble crochet, pull up a loop. 2. Yarn over the hook, insert the hook around the stitch, pull up a loop. 3. 4. 5. 6. Yarn over the hook. Insert the hook around the stitch, pull up a loop. 7. Yarn over the hook. Insert the hook into the chain space, pull up a loop. Then yarn over the hook, pull through all loops on the hook. Make a chain. The boolean block stitch is ready. Insert the hook into the chain space, make single crochet into the same chain space. The second petal is done. Work with next chain space, make single crochet, half double crochet, 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain of 2, and make single crochet into the same chain space. We have done 3 petals. Work with ball and block stitch into the next chain space. Make single crochet, then chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Make treble crochet into the chain space. Yarn over, pull up a loop 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the same chain space, pull up a loop, then yarn over the hook, yarn over, pull through all loops on the hook, make a chain, make single crochet into the same chain space. We have done the 4th petal. Then I am going to work with 2 such petals. After that I am working with these kind of petals. You can use only one kind of petal. This is by your wish. As you can see, I continued the work. I have done a pair of such petals. Then I work it with one kind of petal. I have already cut off this kind of yarn. Then I am working with Tunisian crochet. Let's keep 3 petals. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I am working with lower row. Insert the hook into the stitch of the lower row, take the working yarn. I am joining new kind of yarn, pull up a loop, insert the hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop. I skip the next stitch, insert the hook into the second stitch, pull up a loop. Continue, pull up a loop, pull up a loop, insert the hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull up a loop, pull up a loop. The number of loops you determine by yourself. And pull up a loop. Then yarn over the hook, pull through first loop, then yarn over the hook, pull through 2 loops till the end of this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 times. The first row of the Tunisian crochet is made. Now I'm going to work with loops. Here are our loops. Insert the hook into the loop, pull up a loop. Insert the hook into the loop, pull up a loop. Insert the hook into the loop, pull up a loop, pull up a loop, pull up a loop, and pull up a loop, pull up a loop, pull up a loop, pull up a loop, and pull up a loop. Make the last loop. The number of loops in each row will be the same. Yarn over the hook, pull through first loop. Then yarn over, pull through 2 loops till the end of this row. The second row of the Tunisian crochet is ready. Let's begin the third row. Insert the hook into the loop, pull up a loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. In total it should be 11 loops. Then yarn over, pull through first loop, then yarn over, pull through 2 loops till the end of this row. Here how it looks. I have done 3 rows. The number of rows you determine by yourself. I have done 10 rows. Here how the swatch looks like in my case. I leave this color of yarn. Now I am working with first color of yarn. Turn the work to the back side. Make a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. I insert the hook into the stitch of the lower row, make a slip stitch. Make a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Insert the hook into the stitch of the Tunisian crochet, make a slip stitch. The chain space is ready. It is the third row of the Tunisian crochet. Chain of 2. We skip 2 stitches. Make a slip stitch into the third stitch. I turn the work, yarn over the hook, make double crochet into the 4 chain space. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 11. I join two pieces together, insert the hook into the stitch of the lower row, make a slip stitch. Then chain of 2, 1, 2, turn the work, I am working with back post double crochet stitches. Make back post double crochet around the next stitch. Make back post double crochet around the next stitch. Here what we have, so continue working in this way till the end of this row. I'm about to complete this row. Make the last back post double crochet. I work with this chain. Make back post double crochet. We skip 2 stitches and slip stitch into the 3rd stitch. Pull up the working loop. Now I make a trip for this seam. I take other kind of yarn and make reverse single crochet trim. Make a chain and make reverse single crochet into the edge of next stitch. So continue working in this way till the end of this row. I have the last stitch. Make the last reverse single crochet. The row is done. Chain. Make a slip stitch into the stitch of the higher row. Chain 3 to bring up the yarn. Make 6 double crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull up the working loop, remove the hook, insert the hook into the first stitch, take the working loop, pull it through, and the popcorn stitch is ready. Chain of 3 for the chain space. We skip the next stitch and 6 double crochet into the second stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pull up the working loop, remove the hook, insert the hook into the first stitch, take the working loop, pull it through. Chain of 3, insert the hook into the next stitch by making 6 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull up the working loop, remove the hook, insert the hook into the first stitch, take the working loop, pull it through. The third popcorn is done. Continue working in this way till the end of this row. I have done popcorn stitches. In some cases I did popcorn stitch into the second stitch. In some cases I did popcorn stitch into the next stitch. Now I continue working with this kind of yarn. I did 3 chains, make a slip stitch, 1, 2. I skipped 2 stitches and slip stitch into the third stitch. Pull up the working loop. Work with dark color of yarn. Turn the work. Insert the hook into the chain space, make a slip stitch, then chain of 3, make 3 double crochet into the chain space. Make 4 double crochet into the next chain space, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make 4 double crochet into each of next 3 chain space. Turn the work. Here what we have. Then you should continue working into each of next chain space. Let's complete this row together. Work into the chain, make 2 double crochet into this chain, 1, 2. Turn the work. Let's take a look at the other side. I turn the work. I continue working with gray color of yarn. Make a chain of 2. Chain of 2 more. Insert the hook into the third chain stitch, make a slip stitch. Turn the work. Now I am working with front loops of the stitches of the previous row. Make reverse single crochet into each of the next front loop. I'm working with reverse single crochet till the end of this row. I leave some space. Now insert the hook into the stitch. Make a slip stitch. Chain of 3. Here is back loops. Make double crochet into the each of next back loop. Make double crochet twice into the next back loop. Then double crochet into the each of next back loop. Here is the turn. Now I'm making double crochet twice into the next back loop. Make double crochet into the each of next back loop. Well done. Then chain of 2. In this row I'm going alternate with front post and back post double crochet. Now make front post double crochet around the next stitch. Then back post double crochet around the next stitch. Make front post double crochet and back post double crochet. Front post double crochet and back post double crochet. So continue working in this way till the end of this row. I'm about to complete this row. Make double crochet into this stitch. Let's stop and look what we have. This is front side of the motif. I work with other kind of yarn. Make some chains, 1, 2, 3, insert the hook into this stitch, make a slip stitch, like this, chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a slip stitch into the stitch of the Tunisian crochet. The chain space is ready. Chain of 2. Let's make one more joining point. Insert the hook into the stitch, make a slip stitch. Work into this chain space. Make double crochet. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 'Let's make 2 more. 14, 15. Insert the hook into the stitch of the lower row. Make a slip stitch. Turn the work and look what we have. Let's make the new row. Chain 2 to bring up the yarn. Make front post and back post double crochet. Now make front post double crochet. Make back post double crochet. Front post double crochet, back post double crochet, front post double crochet. So continue working in this way till the end of this row. And I will cut off this kind of yarn, then I will join other kind of yarn. I have done a row of front post and back post double crochet stitches, and I have already cut off the yarn. And as you can see, after the row I did a slip stitch into the stitch of the Tunisian crochet. Here how the motif looks like. I move to the opposite side, turn the work to the back side and work with dark color of yarn. Chain to bring up the yarn. Make single crochet into each stitch of the previous row. Make a chain 1, 2, then make a slip stitch, chain of 2, then chain more, turn the work, take the working loop, pull it through, like this. Chain of 3 to bring up the yarn and make double crochet into each stitch of the previous row. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means I did 11 double crochet stitches. Then I'm making half double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then make single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and make the last single crochet. Let's stop at this point. Next step, I'm going to work from this point and in this direction. In this case I will use other kind of yarn. Now I'm making bull and block stitches. Insert the hook into this stitch, chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to work with popcorn stitches. Now let's make the popcorn. 6 double crochet into the next stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull up the working loop, remove the hook, insert the hook into the first stitch, take the working loop, pull it through. The first popcorn stitch is ready. Chain of 3, make 6 double crochet into the next stitch, pull up the working loop, remove the hook, insert the hook into the stitch. It was the first stitch, take the working loop, pull it through, chain of 3, and 6 double crochet into the second stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take the working loop, pull it through. We have done 3 popcorn stitches, then you should continue working in this way till the end of this row. I have already cut off the dark color of yarn. Now I am working with this part of the project. I take gray color of yarn. Now let's make popcorn at this part. Insert the hook into the lower row, take the working loop, pull it through. I'm making the popcorn stitches here. Let's begin. Make 5 double crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull up the working loop, remove the hook, insert the hook into the first stitch, take the working loop, pull it through. The first popcorn stitch is ready. Chain of 3. We skip the next stitch and 5 double crochet into the second stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull up the working loop, remove the hook, insert it into the first stitch, take the working loop, pull it through. Let's make the third one. Chain of 3. We skip the next stitch and 5 double crochet into the second stitch. So continue working in this way till the end of this row. I have done all popcorn stitches. After that I join to the Tunisian crochet. I have already cut off the yarn. I take dark color of yarn, insert the hook into the first chain space, take the working loop, pull it through, chain of 3, pull up the working loop, insert the hook into the stitch, take the working loop, pull it through. The joining is ready. Work into the edge of next chain space, make 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Continue working. 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 4 double crochet into the next chain space. Then 4 half double crochet into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's stop and look at our work. Make single crochet into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and make a slip stitch into the stitch of the Tunisian crochet. The motif is ready. You can cut off the last kind of yarn. The motif is done. Today we have learned how to make beautiful motif with flower made in freeform technique. You can use it as separate element or part of the clothes. For example, I have done some elements in freeform technique. I used the same stitches and methods. Don't miss our new video tutorials. Please follow us in social media and crochet with me. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.